All right, the first piece in your predictable process of freedom is to identify the series of thoughts that are connected with the behavior of whatever it is, right? With eating in a way that you regret, or feeling in your body in a way that is driving behavior that doesn't serve you. Whatever it is that is the behavior, there's a series of thoughts that leads up to that behavior. Now, this first element of that freedom is so important, because for a lot of people, it's out of their awareness. They might know about 20% of the series of thoughts that lead up to the actual behavior, like a binge or overeating or doing something that you regret. But it's really about 70+% of the awareness of that series of thoughts that leads you to freedom. But for a lot of people, it's outside of their awareness, right? So that's exactly what we specialize in this predictable process of freedom with our clients, is identifying what that is. We're the experts at that. We've helped over 1,000 people. We know exactly what questions you can ask yourself and what we can reflect back to you for you to see that full series of thoughts. Now, this is really important, because the only reason we ever do anything that we regret when it comes to food is because we believed that cascade, that series of thoughts that led on the way to the behavior. And when we know exactly what those are, your full series of thoughts that lead up to it, then you can interrupt that and you can stop it at the thought level. But when people don't know that this is actually the reason they do the behavior, then a lot of times they will waste decades in looking at totally unrelated things, like issues with self-esteem or coping mechanisms or past trauma that have nothing to do with their actual behavior with food. So the first piece of the predictable process of freedom is to be fully aware of your series of thoughts.